Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering. Off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks. Sampler video series videos I've been doing for a little while now. Go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, then, folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie, it is a little bit late in the day for a review, but we're going to tag one in anyway. But we'll get to that. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there and try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm going to yammer on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck. Whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. Folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I always like to highlight the super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing for you today, though? Happens to be my cold shirt. Specifically, they're a different kind of pain shirt, which is the name of one of their albums. Cool design. And this is actually off of their tour that they did, where they went over there and they played this album in its entirety. I actually just got to see this a little over a week ago at the time I'm doing this. If you're unfamiliar with the band Cold, they've actually been around and doing stuff for a long time. I believe since like at least the late 80s. Started off as a band called Grundig. Eventually, when they debuted their album, they changed their name to Cold. And they've been going more or less ever since. Kind of hiatus periods and stuff, but I'm a big fan of their stuff. They are one of my favorite bands to see live. They are absolutely incredible on stage, like in such a passionate connection with the audience kind of way. I've seen them perform live a number of times now. I have videos of said performances on my channel, in case maybe you want to check them out. If nothing else, I'd be more than happy to kind of point you in the right direction as far as their music goes, because I think they're really awesome. But anyway, what am I trying for you today, folks? What are we doing here? Why are we doing a late review? Because, yeah, it's like 7 o'clock in the afternoon, at night, whatever you want to consider it. We're in summer, so we've still got some daylight behind me. But yeah, no, I was out and about having a good old time, had a really good day, all things considered. And when everything was said and done, decided I'd make my way on home, and I stopped off at a Target. Target happened to have Starbucks inside. So, what did I get from Starbucks? Happens to be their boom! What is this? This is their iced horchata shaken espresso. Made with espresso, oat milk, vanilla, and cinnamon. Ooh. Looks pretty snazzy. We'll get a thing for a thing. We'll go like this. Yeah, we'll go like that. Ha 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 ha! And yeah, okay. Let's give it a shot. I don't know. Should I mix it? I'll do it like this. All right, See, because that's mostly just oat milk. There's some cinnamon and some vanilla in there, to be fair. But, okay. It's really nice tasting. I love horchata. If you've never had horchata, it's a wonderful thing. It's like I call it a Mexican drink because I'm a goofy, ignorant white guy from the suburbs. So, like, maybe it's not from Mexico, but anytime I've ever had it, it's in a Mexican restaurant. But it's like a rice-based drink. It's really tasty. Kind of tastes like rice pudding. Okay. So now I'm going to go over there. I'm going to use a straw. Because I don't know if this is what I'm supposed to do or not. Because it's all, like, separate and stuff. So I don't know if I'm supposed to drink it all the way to the bottom or how I'm supposed to do that. So we're just going to do the thing. And the lady who went over there, well, the girl who went over there and made it for me. Not to be, and I don't mean that in a disrespectful way or anything like that. She just seemed to be a little bit too young for me to be referring to her as lady. But she did a very good job. She was very nice, very attendant. Okay, yeah. I think that personally works better. Because, yeah, when it's separate, it really is just like you're just getting oat milk, some of the vanilla, some of the cinnamon. When you go over there and blend it all together, that's obviously when you get the espresso flavor in there too. And it's nice. I mean, it doesn't really taste that much like horchata because at the end of the day, if you're not using that, like, sort of, again, like that rice sort of base for it, yeah, you can put vanilla and cinnamon in there to try to kind of, sort of, maybe-ish. But yeah, it definitely doesn't taste that much like horchata to me. I get what they're going for with it. They're trying to kind of cheat the system a little. But I don't think it really works that well in terms of that. But it's tasty. And the flavors are at least, kind of in the realm of, like, I get what they're going for. But I think it just works a lot better when you just mix it together, because at that point, basically, it's an espresso with some oat milk, some vanilla, and some cinnamon. And that actually works out really nicely. I think the espresso works in there really well. I wonder if there has to be, like coffee horchata or something like that. Because, like, I know, I think I even reviewed, like, some chocolate horchata a while ago. So there has to be, like, some, like, coffee equivalent. But I doubt very much it would taste like this. But this is really tasty. I like that. Funny thing is, I was hanging out with a friend today. That's what I was doing before this. And she had gotten herself a Starbucks beverage on the way to our meetup. And apparently it did not go the way that she was hoping it was going to go. So she went over there and she texted me, and she's like, yeah, I went over there and I got this Starbucks thing, and it just did not work right for me. So she ended up trashing about half of it. So, which, hey, sometimes it just doesn't work. But it wasn't this. No, I like this a lot. It's nice. It's refreshing tasting. And even if I don't think it tastes that much like horchata, it is tasty. The vanilla works really nicely with the oat milk, gives it a nice creaminess. The cinnamon and the espresso give it a little extra edge. It's not particularly bitter. It's got a little something there to it. So it's not just sweet and creamy, but it is mostly sweet and creamy. I'd say like 85%. I like that. That's good. I'm very down with that. But 2 questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? I mean, sure, but caveats, right? Would I get it again? Yes, I like the taste of it. I think it, all the flavors work together well. It's a perfectly nice drink, Starbucks does their thing. For, not everybody likes their stuff, and that's fine. No, for me, I think they're typically pretty good. And I think that some of their stuff is a little bit hit or miss, and I think this particularly for me is a hit. But the caveat is, it doesn't taste like horchata. I would not get this if I wanted something that tastes like horchata. So that's why if I'm recommending it, it's the same general principle. Like, if you want something that actually tastes like horchata, get actual horchata. Go over there, find a local Mexican restaurant. I think everyone that I've ever been to, at least in my area, has horchata on the menu. And get yourself some proper horchata, not this, like, gentrified freaking Starbucks equivalent. But if you want a nice tasting espresso beverage that has some good flavor to it, sure, it works nicely. I'm sure for me with that espresso, that'll probably help me out a little bit as I've got to make my way back home, and I've, a bit of a long day. So, but yeah, it's tasty and it's good. 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your year. Folks, go over there and have yourselves a truly actual horchata-tastic rest of your life. Because actual horchata, chef's kiss. It's wonderful. If you get it from a good place. I have had horchata. I've never had bad horchata. Let me put that out there. But I have had horchata a couple times where it was like, yeah, I don't think you guys put any love into this. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do can't do it all the time. I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Now, folks, it's not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and, just bullshit sometimes, folks. Well, we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit. It's important we go over there whenever possible. Take a step back. try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, have you had proper horchata? And if you have, what's your opinion on it? I don't think I've ever met anybody who doesn't like it on a, at least some level, or at least disliked it. But I'm sure there's people out there who it's not their jam, and that's perfectly fine. But I'd be interested to hear, what your experiences have been with it. Because I know for me, I didn't have it until I was probably, maybe early 20s, I want to say. And the first time I had it, I was like, every time I come to a Mexican restaurant, this will be my drink of choice. That or pineapple Jarritos, because I'm a pineapple slut. But